Hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? New York Giants football. Let's go. Today's video is going to be a recap of day one training camp. And today was a great day starting off the Andrew Thomas deal. First thing in the morning, the breakfast meal of the day, fantastic. 117 million over 5 years. That's a great contract. $23 million a year for one of the up and coming top tackles in the league, left tackles in the league. Is a fantastic deal made by the New York Giants, the organization. That move is fantastic. Joe Schoen, feather in the cap for him. And let's go. I'm ready for that. This on the heels of the Saquon Barkley news yesterday, him coming back, and then Saquon Barkley being in the building today, first day of training camp. And not only was he in the building, he was also making plays in the passing game too. So he sat down in that interview on that Money podcast, and he was talking about his use. And you see today he's making plays in the passing game, toe tap, swag, touchdown in the red zone. The team did a lot of work in the red zone today, and pretty much the offense was cooking. The offense was cooking today. By all reports, all the comments in the timeline on Twitter, all the clips that they put up, and I got a few clips that I'm going to share throughout this video. Daniel Jones was cooking. The offense was cooking. Jalen Hyatt was cooking. I saw a tweet with his dad talking about his son. I said, your son is cooking. Your son is out there cooking. And yes, the offense looked very, very good. I also put out a tweet saying that Wink Martindale was looking at Kafka crazy because, again, he was in his bag today. That being Kafka in his bag. All types of personnels out there. Had a voodoo personnel out there too. No running backs, 2 tight ends, 3 wide receivers. Had both tight ends in the backfield at the pre-snap motion with Darren Waller. That is voodoo magic going on. Voodoo magic. Again, shout out to Kafka. He's gonna need to be in his bag and be creative for this team to be successful, because we have a gauntlet of a schedule to go through. But if you're making plays like this and adding things, to the offense like this right now in July, I expect that by the time the season starts and you're ready to pull out these tricks, that the team can successfully pull those things off. So let's get into some of these recaps. So some things that I didn't like. What I did not like about today was Adoree Jackson fielding punts. Adoree Jackson should never, ever, 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 never, ever be back there fielding punts. This is not his deal anymore. We have to learn from history. We made a gigantic mistake last year. Putting him back there, but ultimately he got hurt and he missed games. So I did not like the fact that I saw Adoree Jackson still fielding punts, and even though it's practice, I just don't want to see that. I have called it superstitions or whatever. He should not be back there fielding punts. We have enough bodies, especially in camp, to be back there fielding punts. Another thing that I did not like, but it's understandable, is my son John Michael Schmitz was not running with the ones as the center. The lineup today, the starting line today, was Thomas, of course, Joshua Ezeudu at left guard. Center was Ben Bredeson, Glowinski, and Neal. Now, I am happy that, Ezeudu was out there, unrestricted right now, even though a lot of it is just drills and things like that. 11 on 11, not really, but a little bit. 7 on 7 for sure, but the linemen were not, being physical or anything like that. But still, Ezeudu was out there. John Michael Schmitz, I understand he has to earn his reps, this, that, and the third, but get that man in there as soon as possible. As soon as possible. I can take maybe to the end of this week, but by next week, that man better be in there with the first team getting snaps, man. I hope so, if he's ready. But again, it was a lot of red zone work today. DJ looked good. Even Tommy DeVito looked good too. Tommy DeVito hit Bryce Ford Wheaton in the back of the end zone with a nice touchdown. Wheaton showed great body control, and if you keep on doing that, there's a clip on Coming to America where I think it was Louis Anderson. Louis Anderson is like, this week I'm washing lettuce. Next week I'm on the fries, and then I'm on the grill. Bryce Ford Wheaton, you keep doing things like that, you will be running some quality reps, with the second and third team. And that goes a long way to you possibly making the roster, like a lot of people in the fan base already expect. But again, DJ looked good. Paris Campbell had a touchdown today. Nice little crossing pattern. Hate that he had to cook up the rookie Deonte Banks on that. But the way Daniel Jones fit that ball in there, you can hear it. You can hear it on the clip. Hit Paris Campbell in the hands with a nice zip and a pop to it, and you can actually catch the sound on the camera. That's fantastic. Darren Waller, 2 touchdowns for Darren Waller as well. One was double covered, so we're already seeing Daniel Jones get comfortable with Waller. And is he forcing a couple passes to Waller early on in camp? Absolutely it is. He is one of those catches for Waller. He was being double teamed, and you could see Saquon Barkley running in the flat wide open on the left side of the screen, but it was all about Darren Waller today, and he was cooking too. So I'm loving it. I love what I'm seeing today. Overall, the New York Giants, the feeling was great. The fans were in the building. They had Mario Manningham, Hakeem Nicks there signing autographs for the team. Also, the players were signing autographs, for the people in attendance. Shout out to all the content creators that are out there. New York Revival was there. Talking Giants were out there. A lot of people that are just on Twitter, not necessarily content creators, were in the building as well. So shout out to everybody who was able to attend. I'm absolutely jealous of that. Being where I am right now, I can't even get all the way out there to enjoy things like that. But I'm glad you guys are doing that and sharing that experience with the people that can't do that. So another thing I wanted to talk about was this. I saw Darian Beavers. I saw Darian Beavers out there running drills. I haven't seen the full breakdown of a lot of the 7-on-7. I don't know which group he was running with. I'm assuming he was running with the 2s, but that's still fantastic news that he's a full participant. I didn't see him in a red jersey being limited. I don't know for a fact if the red jerseys have made an appearance yet, but I did see the PUP list, and I did see the guys out there on the side, that are on that PUP list. You saw there was a clip of Aaron Robinson, Shep, Wandell, and Jamison Crowder, pretty much working on the side by themselves. It looked a little sad. Especially when guys are so ready to go and all this good stuff is happening on the field. When you see those guys pushed all the way in the back and just working on the sidelines, it's a little sad. But it is what it is. Go ahead and get healthy, fellas. Get healthy. Also on the PUP list was Marcus McKeithen. Another guy on the PUP list was Ashawn Robinson. I believe that's everybody. It was 6 people. I think that's 6. Okay. Also, some other news that we saw from Dan Dugan is that the D tackle that we just signed, Nacho was actually in a car accident yesterday, leaving practice. No serious injuries outside of having a concussion, so he's going to be held out while he's dealing with concussion protocol. So thoughts and prayers out to him, his family, speedy recovery. Take your time, get right, and then we'll see you in practice, hopefully, in the near future. Now, that's going to be a lot of what this recap is going to be. Let me look over my notes again. Also, I saw a couple comments. This is from Bobby Skinner, and one thing he said that Flott needs to be the guy over Holmes. So I'm not sure if it was something that he saw during the practice that made him say that, or that's just his personal opinion going into training camp, which is mine as well. So I'll probably reach out to Bobby to get some explanation, or these guys do their recap, and I'm pretty sure he might address that in their recap that they do as well. But I'm just excited. Overall, a great day for the New York Giants. Again, the offense looked fantastic. And again, I know it's 7-on-7. I know it's 11-on-11. Nobody can touch the quarterback. But guess what? It is what it is. You can't steal my joy. You can't steal my joy, devil. You cannot steal my joy. Today was fantastic. It looked fantastic. The vibe and the weather was great. And yeah, I'm excited about it. Even though it's 7-on-7, 11-on-11 with no pass, I'm absolutely excited about it. Why? Because football is back. Football is back. Everybody get excited. Wink Martindale, I saw what Kafka did to you today as far as the way this offense was moving the ball and being successful. I'm expecting you, being the person that you are, to have something in store for him. Maybe not in 7-on-7s and on air, but as soon as these pads are on, I'm expecting Wink Martindale to go off. and make things a lot more difficult for our offense. I expect that wholeheartedly. But again, I want to thank everybody for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And for one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows Big Blue Nation. Let's go.